This is the differential, the rear differential of a 2009 Ford Escape four-wheel drive. And my problem was this vent valve, which I'll post a pic right about now. Of how it looked before I got to it. So that's what it looked like. And this is the cap that was on like that. After I wire wheeled it, it sort of looked like this. And I don't know how they were made. I don't know if there's a spring attached or anything, but I just went with a set of picks. I just started using a PV blaster or something. And I went under here just trying to get the loose rust out, or any rust out, not loose. Finally got it to move. You can get some pliers and just maybe twist it a little bit. I banged it lightly with a rubber mallet. And I finally got it loose and it spinned, and I just pulled it right off. And it's just a friction fit because the ends are sort of crimped down. And that is the vent. Well, vent valve. It's just a vent. It's not really a valve. Get my other pick here. There's nothing in the valve. Basically, this goes straight into the there's a baffle behind this differential cover, so I know I'm hitting the baffle. And there's nothing there. So just a vent for the differential. And if yours is all rusted up, now you know how it's made, because you cannot buy these anywhere, not even from Ford. So I was going to say rip this off and add a tube. Now since I'm going to put this on, I'm going to clean it a little bit better, put the cap on, and just pinch the ends here with some pliers just to make sure it doesn't come off. But usually, this is actually saying good. I can't see this coming off, but or for people that go into deeper water, and I actually might do this, is just put a hose on here. Since this is already a raised lip right here, you can slip a hose down here, put a clamp on it, and run the hose higher up into the to the truck, and put some kind of fuel filter on the end just to prevent water from going on in it. You know what I mean. So it is just a vent, no spring, no spring-loaded ball valve or anything. It's just a vent for the differential. And I had to get to mine because mine is, don't mind, this is just a PV blaster. Mine is leaking, I think it's from the last bolt here. It's dripping some gear oil. So that's how I seen it. I took out the spare tire here. Usually there's a spare tire here, and it would be actually hard to see this. So if a spare tire was here, you'd have to actually come here and look more straight up. But I removed the tire, and I'm probably going to keep it off. And that's all she wrote. Hope that helps. So if you got a vent valve, make sure it can breathe, because your differential is not going to like it. Now this is a four-wheel drive Escape, but it's not a 4x4. This is not a full-time rear-wheel drive. It's a full-time front-wheel drive. As far as I know, the computer kicks in this differential when it senses slippage from the front, and that it will engage the back end. So it's not full-time. So it's not always in gear in the back here. Okay, slight correction here. This cap, I was trying to clean out the inside of it, clean out the rust, and there was a little rubber seal on it. I don't know if I can catch this on camera, but it's a small rubber seal. So I guess when this is it's not venting out, I guess when the cap goes on it, it goes on there and just creates a seal. So Just so you know, when you clean it out, don't lose this. Okay, another correction here. Sorry about that. So this is the cap. I was cleaning it out even better. And this came out, the rubber cap. Cleaning it out even more, and look what came out of the bottom of the rubber cap. The spring. So it is a spring-loaded seat. So there's enough pressure, and the differential will push it out, and the spring will keep it closed. So a little bit more involved than I thought it was. So this is it. This is the cap, which is heavily rusted off at the edges there anyways. And I cut some foam, filled it in, so when this gets compressed with the nub that's sticking out of the differential cover, just stay in place, let it breathe, and not let any debris in. Easy peasy. Okay, here's the cap with the sponge in it. Put it on the cap, on a nibble. Put it in. So, I'm going to squeeze the bottom a little bit just to make sure it stays in place and doesn't fall off. And do this one hand and hold the camera. Okay. Now, well, you got the idea. I'm going to squeeze it down because the sponge will give it still some space. I don't want so much play in it. A little bit will be okay. And that should fix it with no money involved.